The most important thing about this film, The Incredible Shrinking Man, and it's true about every film, because I do it on every film I work on, is preparation. That is to fully prepare what you're going to shoot. And I do this by drawing a storyboard. For instance, the scene about the drops, for instance, here is the legs of the water heater. And I think you can see the drops dropping down here. Yes, you can. And each scene is numbered to correspond with the scene in the script. And underneath each picture is a description of the scene and what happens in the scene. And in the same way with the cat, this is what I wanted to see on the finished product. This is not the way I shot it, because I had to shoot it with split screen and with rear projection and other things. But in the end, it ends up in a book like this. I think I should explain a little bit about how technically I shot this film, Incredible Shrinking Man. I think the success of the film is that you believed he was there with the spider and with the cat. And obviously I couldn't shoot them together. He was still 6'1", and he wasn't 3 inches tall or 1.5 inches tall. So the way I did it was that I shot all the sequences in the live set, the regular set, with the cat first. I used about, there's a trainer here that has red cats, they all look alike, and there were about 40 cats. Cats, when they catch on what you want to do, they won't do it. So you have to trick them. So to get the cat to come around and smell him in the dollhouse, first I showed him, I hid some food in the dollhouse, showed the cat the food, then took him off camera, started the camera, let the cat go, and he went smelling around and trying to find out how to get in. He could get at the food. And finally he went behind and started to push the dollhouse away from the wall to get at the food. And then we had the trainer made some kind of a noise and made the cat look at the trainer, and the trainer stayed right down here. And he called him, and the cat ran to him, and then I cut. Then I would get a close-up of the cat, and the trainer held the bird and didn't let I assure you, he didn't let the cat at it, but teased the cat so the cat would paw at it and hiss at it. And we were very close. And you could see the dripping jaws. And when he poked his thing in it, I timed everything and then cut all the cat sequences together. So I knew what it was. Then I took a frame count and a metronome. And with a metronome timed with the frame count, I counted what the cat was doing at what count, so that then I would tell Grant, who, by the way, I thought should have gotten an Oscar for his performance because he was sensational, because he had nothing to act against. And 3/4 of the film, when once he is in the cellar. Now, I had to time that so that when he runs out of the door, the cat is at the rear of the thing, runs out, goes to the door, and turns and looks. I had to time the look with him. He ran across and hid behind a chair of a leg. And when the cat came to the door, he started to run across the carpet. Well, what I had to do, I had to shoot everything that the cat did first, so I knew what I'd have to have my actor do. Once I had the cat sequence cut and shot and figured out on the metronome from a frame count, I did the spider. And we went into the cellar set, and I ordered 60 Panamanian spiders because they were this big compared to about so big of our native tarantulas. And we tried our native tarantulas, and they're so small we couldn't keep focus, get the nose sharp, and everything else was soft. So we had to light to a very high key to keep him in focus. So I placed him on the spider web, and we started to shake it, throw rocks that he was going to throw. We throw little things at him. And finally, an air jet from above forced him to come down, and then forced him to go across the floor. And then as I did that and cut, and then we put the camera on a dolly, and I ran alongside the dolly, or sat on the dolly, I think, with a thread and a hook. And I tried to impale the tarantula. And after about 5 tries, we dolly with it. I would throw it, and it caught on him, and I yanked it. And that started the fight, because the tarantula wasn't dragged over the side by the scissors. But to make that, I had to have Grant. I gave him the numbers where things happen. 1, when he should throw 2 or 3 rocks, the number of rocks he threw up to force the spider down. A number when the spider started to come down. A number when the spider hit the ground. A number when he should run and tie the end of the thing to the scissors and come back and wait for the spider to impale him. So on the real set, with nothing but me counting, he would go through the actions of watching the spider come down, throwing rocks, watching the spider come down, watching the spider come towards him, run, tie the end of the cord to the scissors, push, try to get the scissors over the side, and all that was done to my count. So I would count 1, 2, 3, 4, on 5, 6, 7, on 8, 9, now 10, 11, 12, you're tying, and that's how that shot was done. So then we took the film and married it, and it worked, because I did it to frame count.
Come on, you devil!
put it together from the regular set to the oversized set. We had an oversized ledge, and an oversized cake, and an oversized ball of string, and an oversized scissors to match the props that were in the real set. And we put them together. They had to be mathematically perfect in size. And the floor had to meet the floor, and the ball of string had to completely match the ball of string and all that. So it wasn't as easy as it looks.